talk. Here we go. So, before I actually got started, I had ran through Endless, the free brew, and I've gotten pretty much everything. Everything here. Almost. Nothing there. Got all that. Missing 2 there. Got missing 1 there. And got all the milk. That took a while, about a couple hours, because also my attention decided to drift lots. Getting on the board side of brewing, but got it done, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll end up searching the rest of those later. Not now, maybe later, most likely later. If they're important, hopefully they're not, I will. Otherwise, no. So I guess besides that, let's get this part done. Anybody here? Oh, that's right. Oh, speaking of which, when I went back the day I gave it to him, so we're working with that save. I would figure we are, where I actually gave him, still in here? It's not. Okay, yeah, so we're working with the save of, when I give the ID to Gold, which ended up having at least a little bit of a difference, of course, giving him the ID. And I mean, giving it to Gold, giving him the ID to Silver. So, yeah. Anything else that I should know about? Should I really continue reading this? I'm not gonna lie, this seems like let's see. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelance elf. She's 100. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depends. Huh? But it feels nice to have someone depends on you. You know. It feels nice to have someone that depends on you. Moving on. Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's going to be so good. Today's delivery cutoff time is 1500. No night shift. Might see her tonight. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long night. Not. Good evening. You actually went to the actual channel. Unexpected, but right. Hey, how are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Did it just start raining? Everything is just fine. Sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over. I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me. Hyde was here just the other day. Oh, that's right. Hey, did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes. What a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. aside from getting myself aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. Honey, a couple of others. I have that, thankfully. I'll have a couple of that. Although I don't remember the ingredients, of course, but if I remember correctly, it is a milk. So what's in this? Oh, what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. It's the drink's name itself is the ingredients. Somewhat reminds me of eggnog. I believe it's spicier, not as rich. I'm not sure if I said that right, but alright. Spicier. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. Probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. Probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. In consideration. Well, you know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. It's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Yes, his car, not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it was? Yep, he gave me the whole backstory of it. I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental, which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here once before, right? Yeah, and he kept bringing up the past too. Are you saying he's motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I realized that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days, maybe even too fast, which is ironic. What is? Live long enough, you realize only the constant in life is changing. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs, the world throws at you, just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you think it's used to it at some point, but we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves in the world. Well, it's relentless. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. I figured. Oh, hello there. We meet again. Yes, hello. That may be died. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome in this room. Evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car? How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire? Yeah, there's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. Yeah, order a cup of Russian tea. I just found that one too. Russian tea for the lady. Russian to deliver. I got it. Okay. It's perfect, by the way. Thank you. Welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Oh, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all. You did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. Little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away to my surprise. I had no idea he was such a night owl. Or perhaps an extremely early bird. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you two, miss. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from the first week when we first met. Was another surprise. I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. He did. Yeah, he says so himself. I see. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since. Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person. Which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. I understand. My apologies for the surges. I was hoping it'd be more stable as the days go by, but no need for apologies for something out of your control. Well, that's right. You tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing this? Hi there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day. That. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I wasn't aware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, it was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. What about you? Feeling better? Yes. Well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Jordy what happened to your car. Would you mind quite near the police station, actually, at a metered spot just outside the now defunct the vacant building at Bourne intersection. Yes, that's correct. Let's see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know the property, yes. It's been abandoned for a long time now, but it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, cultural neighborhood. That's true. There's even a art college nearby, right? And again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And then, and the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? What do you mean? Remember? Nope, not exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there not long ago. Oh, a long time ago. Perhaps that was what you were recalling? Flea market. Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Wait, there was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. Dead tree. No idea why, I almost forgot about it, but it stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever, as far as I know. Hawthorn tree. The hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. The trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay? Be sure, your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that had a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. That sounds about right, except the tree is no longer there. Oh. Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? Hey, oh, wait, that's him. That is crazy. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, this was like 4 people today, right? Yep. Oh boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're here already. Hey, hello. Go for the love of things holy. For the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it for you now? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with the drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, what's up, you? What's new? Evening, officer. We were talking about the spot where Miss Reynolds' car may have been vandalized. Oh, they got your car too, lady. Too? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Sorry, still sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you like. I think that'd be a real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or pretty much? Same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great, but I am the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. Well, what's that? Am I hearing you out of all people doubting my skill? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase in your workload. Well, them's the breaks, I guess, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso. Don't I don't want to look it up, to be honest. If I remember correctly, the key card that dropped was his, right? Too much time has passed, I forgot. Oh, I see. I dropped my key card. There it is, yep. Thank you. Now I have to, no, I have a spare. You have a spare? No. Because I already made a new one. It's always good to have an extra one at hand. The only downside, wow, that was horrible. Downside is that it cost me 100. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe in my locker at work. I'd hate to lose it there. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that. One nutritious drink for the, yeah, okay, put this part down. And yes, I did forget what the Russian tea was. Lemon and cinnamon. Oh, there it is. Thanks. Probably think I'm still being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious. I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Perfect, as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. Like something desserty. Because it's my cheat day. Sure. Any specifics? Saw a video, Spanish hot coca, a drink yesterday. It's thick. Thought it was chocolate sauce. Name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I'll have a thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little bit of hot spice kick to it. Chocolate, milk, where'd the mint come from? Got an achievement. Throw away like 25 of those things. Here's a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, that's what it's called. That's what we here that's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. And bon appetit. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks. You're so welcome. Everybody has a drink. So, Pops. Just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling? I'm not even supposed to be tired. Why am I yawning already? I can understand it stretching. Damn. Yawning? I think that's a bit much. I ended up being able to take the day off, and I'm going to be doing it in, the day after. So, yeah, no routes. So, oh well. Patrolling experience. Well, I don't know if I should even be talk about it because maybe it's a tad too spooky, even for me. What happened? Telling Bobs. It's not that big a deal, honestly, then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You got a point there. You're all talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection back. Heck, there's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk, metered parking spot, a fence here and there, and an unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Oh, that dead tree. That was supposed to be the city, that it was separated by the city back in January. Uprooted. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. See. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and it being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? Think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Rihanna. Are you expecting something from me? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You seem to know a lot about it, and I didn't want to mix up the facts. I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on the street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected though, nothing happened the first 2 nights, but yesterday was a different story. Whoa. Hold on. What a stage setup, huh? There we go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearly the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across from the street and 2 on the opposite side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round, make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, here you can cover up the whole place in only 8 crap, okay. Only 8 minutes, and at the end of my walk, I took a drag on a cigarette. Smoked as I was about to clock out, thinking it was another night job well done. Right? Wrong! I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street, all tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. In a span of less than 10 minutes. It is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire, and that's if you're using the right tools, right? But that wasn't all. That wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't, because that was the moment when the street lights went out suddenly, all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh. Are you sure? Did CCTV catch anything? The infrared actually managed to catch something, but the videos aren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. I'm not. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. Alright, but it's cool though. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there. Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast, right? Anyway, I think I want another drink. All that talking makes my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Alright, what would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Can you use the red flower stuff? Tea, ginger. Red flower tea, ginger, honey. That's cinnamon, that's not... One poppin' T'Challa Rosella. What does that mean? Jolly means ginger, tea, Rosa. You know what? I'm not gonna go through all that. Another name for hibiscus. I see a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call. Heavy please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Lies. Real being scared. Real being scares. mean by ghosts? Jumping the gun a little there, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe it's something even crazier than that. That this is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me, but she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, Miss? It's your turn to finish your thoughts. Not sure if this can be of any use at all, but... Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on the street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's terms for unregistered citizens, including all other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were part of that. Huh? I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out, organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace, but it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as like not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the Fairy Market was created in the first place, to ensure transients' survival through the changing times. In more ways than one. In more ways than one. The flea market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come take a look. Some sounds kind of low-key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanged. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaped. The economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless. While the balls were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. The only evidence left was of the crime was that tree. Hey there, standing. Just the tree, standing where there was no tree before. But wait a second. What? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcibly disbanded in 1961. 2 years after. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. We're talking about the late 50s, to early 60s here. Post-war media was still scarce, and I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. That was but that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no illegal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. but there was a body, wasn't it? Just not one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right. When the semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, well, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? We simply disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat. Oh, no paper trail. The driver's lawyer took advantage of these loopholes, and that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa, I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more mess. But I have a question for you. Yes. You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on where the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Alright. Okay. Sir, break a leg. I'd rather not. Be safe. Oh, stay safe. We'll do. I'll keep you posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind. Yes. It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not, unfortunately. That is why there used to be a memorabilia around the tree. They were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else you still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? Is it quite it is quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable, so no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. And I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, miss. Thank you. See you around. Bye. Take care. Okay, it's getting late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? I don't want. Nice, what do you feel like having? Something without milk. A fresh feeling and something right. Fuck. I also feel quite partial to the blue tea. I'd order something for you, yeah? Sure. Could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked pretty for Our Lady. What is it? Blue tea, mint, and lemon. Didn't I make that? Blue tea, mint. Yep. It's gonna continue even when I look into that. Hold on. I figured. That was the last one I was missing. Nope, I'm still missing one more. But that's one of the ones I couldn't figure out. That's crap, dude! Didn't I run it through? Whatever, crap. Since I didn't screw up on the streets this time, we get the birthday. Same with her. I haven't done this, have I? No, we got that, we got that. Got that. That's it. It looks nice, very pretty. Oh, wait, hold on. Haha. Here you go, from the man sitting right beside you. Looks nice, very pretty. I like it, thank you. I'm glad you do. And wow, it really looks exactly what I envisioned. You're a genius. Happy you both enjoyed it. But man, the whole case earlier though. There was a lot to take in. Also about the whole forgetting thing. That really gave me chills. Why? Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? Because I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way, the traditional way, care to compare notes? Because I have yet to entirely, be entirely certain about that myself. Oh, now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that though, I'll ask a little teeny tiny question. Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, you may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why is soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there was already a banshee who did it before, so I know it's not impossible. For real? Your part was that of a sorbet aria? And she was not very well known. What is a sorbet aria? I mean, she was a secondary character in back in the early 19th century operas. Sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the ending. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts, hence sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like the background singing at the end of a show or something. Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice, this was an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love, despite her confusion. She thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera, but hearing a banshee sing such a playful and lighthearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me, nonetheless. Okay, so I left my commune to started trying on my own. It's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. No, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super school, you're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? You're trying to follow a path that has been traveled before. And that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk is still different. Hence, regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point in being born if nobody is going to remember us? Right? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? As banshees see the end differently than most, so care to enlighten me. I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a larger family. In a larger family, like humongously large. Literally couldn't count all of my siblings, even if I wanted to. Because if they were everywhere. Because they were everywhere thanks to my dad. We weren't healthy though. We weren't wealthy, though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by, give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. My elder bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me this house after he died, which is where my mom and siblings now live. Now, I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine anyway. My older brothers came back, right? No. Yeah, that's right. They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie? Inheritance pie? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. Hey, so if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. It's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills, and of course, so I could stay alive as well. That was why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah. It was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young, naive too. Well, because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. Well, so I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even gonna be an entertaining story, but hey, if you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really didn't like the production house, but I needed money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts, trying to be all around helpful will turn me into the butt of the joke all the time. And that didn't discourage me at all that much. But by the way, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie, still. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked in the end. No disagreement there. Very sorry, I swear. It wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm getting behind. gotten very close to the top multiple times. I'm slowing down. Alright. I just don't want to take up more of your time, so I can just ask you. Can I ask you a direct question? Sure. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Ah? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you, and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but you succeeded. You succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the gain. But what put to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear, and not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first, because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment. So, wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally it will have like an interview at first, and then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff, but it's going to take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own too. So I bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest. You realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about the haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. Flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with you, what you said. Okay? Just bad timing. Yeah, I get it. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly, it was my pleasure. Okay, I have to go. See you around. Safe trip. Alright, see you. Come again soon. Oops. I think tonight was the most I had talked in the past 2 years, and I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you. What? Being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you soon. I'll see you again soon. And we'll be waiting, always. Safe trip. Have a good night. Phew. You're telling me? I think I'm done for the night. work out for everything will work out for everyone. Telling me, dude, I read through that and I was getting behind, came close to actually having to scroll back up multiple times, by the way. But I made it. I made it through. Just most 5 people, right? Golem Culture System, Culture Center grand opening to be held in Alright. Lunar Cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer for progressive Elven metal band. Stocked up, the weather's keeping quiet, looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Stop. Hey, look who's here! But first... Last night was wild. Ever had a night like that? Let's see. Taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while too, everyone. Normal schedule. Okay. Dinner with my team. Good evening, Hyde, Kala. Nice to see you too. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my fur is giving me a hard time. But it sometimes get pre-period symptoms, pre-period symptoms. Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. So nowadays, days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for period. Alright. And the changes that they react, and that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask. But it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small but annoying. It doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual, and a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help with that? I never found one, but if anyone can help to come up with one with it, it's you. Since Galahad had sued her, maybe it would work pre-fury as well. I guess I'm making that. So Galahad with no caffeine. Let's see. Maybe I think it needs to be more relaxing. Galahad Ah! Oh, dude. There you go, go tea for you. Did you come up with these names on the spot, Gold? No, it takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on and so on. It almost makes you sound like you know in advance what you're going, what you're going to order. Call it a sixth sense. Let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, it's excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, I guess I'll come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. No, I was so tired I nearly fell asleep on the job. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Mopping around, soaking, refusing to look at solutions. I never seen you like this. I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. As you should know by now how I feel when hearing about the hit. Shit, drop it. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one. Lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so gloomy, it sucked the color out of the room. Not even the first time either, it's constant these days. Please help me help him. I'm at my wit's end. Hyde. Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortal thing. I'm nearing 40 years old. I thought you were a bit older. And I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. What is that? I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize. Go intervention first. Gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored? My job. Was that? My job. Hey, no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped being fun ages ago. Did you mention something like that? Oh, you did mention something like that last time. You're trying to leave the modeling behind then? Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits set for a while. Oh, so they had to be elegant, well made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured her and stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers, endorsing something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable. The clothing themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign and the brand posted online and gets attention for what, 10 minutes? then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink. There's no bond. It's built there. Isn't that changing these days though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true. If you are getting into vintage clothing too, I salute that. But the reality of my job is the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't contribute to a bond. So are you saying that you'd like to be more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That way, part of their lives in a real remember any part of their lives in a real way. You do know you have people in your life in a real way. You know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who have always remembered you. That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? You see what I'm dealing with, Gold? It seems to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink, Mr. Hyde? Drinking head? Yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything that you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. When that comes up, this is good, so it's not the first thing. What was that drink I made? What's the blood thing? I don't remember what he had when he first got here, but definitely gonna give him the blood one. Got a new one. Or not. Oh, he's a veteran, now working in the hospital. Did we ever get an explanation about the band-aids on his arm? I forgot. Was that in the first one? To like this boat well enough. Nice Gold. And you lost your bet, Hyde. When Vibe was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people who cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he and I bet you could remember what he likes, even if you gave him no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner at a place of my choosing. You're going to pick the horrible steakhouse, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past? Oh, let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've made. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, don't you? Hi everyone. Oh, she's just alone. Hi Lula. Busy night, I see. Hi Miss Lula. Very busy and lively, just the way I like it. That's good. I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was excited to see you, especially since it had been a while, but we ended up fighting Bailey's instead. Ed, you must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answered, if that's alright. Right, of course, what would you like? I spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations. I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I love lemon and honey drink then. I can do that. So we got our main version. Oh, wow, looking lemon and honey. Here you go, some honey to soothe, lemon to roast, boost recovery. Thank you. This is truly lovely, just what I needed. That's great to hear. What is this? My company's trying to get a big contract. We'll get to that in a second. Next. Nuts. Oh, somebody got double. Oh, yeah. Alright, time to speed reading, I guess. My focus is trying to get the contract and organizing for everyone, making sure it's all going all according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision in making, and part of me likes that, but part of me feels like feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyway, hey, to answer your earlier question, Noah, you probably gathered that by I have been fighting. Yeah, Hai told me a little bit about it too. Right. Well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple days, and honestly, it's done me feel a lot good. The thing is, I know Bai means well. He suggests all the things I like, and I should like them. He's paying attention and not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Well, it's easier if we'd always acted rationally. If we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons, but things aren't that simple, are they? It's true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first I thought I was tired and the decision making at my job is taking a toll for sure. Well, it's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Vi to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though. But I realized that I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. Though the more he sends me caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Vi, but the way we're planning it. I don't know. I've been into my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular weddings online pictures. Yeah, I'm browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. They're always these big parties, very I lost it. Very put together, very whole family's over, their friends, their colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think it's going great, it's what I want, but now, oh, okay, we gotta stop. I'm getting behind, very behind, horrendously behind. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, that's great, this is what I want, but now it all feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting close or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a different topic. We've been through so much, you know, all that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. If I wants to honor that, he'll feel awful if he thinks I don't, or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize what's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, but how many buts do you need? But how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership, to celebrate it properly for starters, right? And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you've met him, the blonde guy, puffy eyes. He's right. I'm glad you remember that because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married. And the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship. You're celebrating. Why are you concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to two of you. Having the trainers for the at the fast food joint. Fine, if that's what you like. That way you can also have that way you can also take the budget out of the equation, and a simpler wedding won't feel shabby. Make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food, thank goodness. But a point well taken. It's just my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do. Maybe they just or maybe you just think they do. The way to find out is to just talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey about to become your family? I'm you sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you should put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't. Shouldn't I? Oh, you should have given me food for thought. Thanks, my pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice at the Hive. Maybe you should become a therapist. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with that you implied. I agree with you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent. Wants to leave a mark. Berg wants to have fun. Oh, I see. Well, Is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. Here, she got a studio, outfits there, found someone to do the makeup, and then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen like it, seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black silver camera with 2 lenses. It was something like that. Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured light, and it also because it was a slower experience, something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. Started to do the usual posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took pictures of pictures once every few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yeah, most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing, and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time. We kind of got friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use some of the remaining exposures. I fooled around. Oh shit! I fooled around, shot some random. I got lost. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to dark room, watch how she developed pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. At first, I looked really like me, you know, and me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me here the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. It was the first time she really liked the portrait someone took of her. And I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kind of details. Or to launch a Sapi model, launch into Sapi monologues. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story. It gives me an idea, I think, of another career path. Please share. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Well, maybe it's because I looked at so many of them recently, but apparently film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said, it captures the light beautifully. It's more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Who, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think you've got the wrong guy here. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, right? I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental, and you love to chat people up. You solve all the bridesmaids drama and upset parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pictures, your pictures their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lulu. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change it, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, a wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. The career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do.
There's only 3 of them?
Maybe some talking. Again, thanks again, hi, and good luck. I hope your next adventure was a good one. It will be. Good night. Night, fool. See you later. Night, too. Here we go again, last one sitting. Indeed, proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. Ridiculous, alright? It's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you? I do, sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married and think they're taking the first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then next thing you know, I didn't want to sound depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can only choose, keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one, really, not really. I know. The one time I tried. Oh, that's great. That's something great. I know, the one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like. Right. There we go. It's never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing about that about myself. It gives me space to build other relationships that work that much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it's people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even for most of them it won't pan out. there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it never was. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still singed off my wings. And on that day, for the minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must know that there's something worth celebrating. It's something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricky one. What? You're a tricky one, and I'm too tired to fight your logic. This is Sunday. I forgot. It's only not on Monday. I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course. And I meant to say I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Well, it's plenty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? Tell me I didn't skip one of these. The way time passes for me is very different than anyone else I know. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species, but even then, he'll grow old before I eventually do. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world will wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Phil? Very perceptive. There's something we don't know, but at this point, just like this dude has been yelling, dude. Very perceptive of you, but well, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust and support. We will make sure it's not misplaced. I've been overlooking the entire we part for whatever reason. But are they one and the same? Yeah, because he did say relative. So I would figure yes. But would that partially be? Is this partially fourth wall breaking? I don't know. And on that note, I guess this goes, I'm going to go browse for some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. Guess where I am? Because I sure as hell don't know. Are you lost? side. Let's go. When he said, when technically we say we, oh God. When the main person we're playing as says we, I would overwrite it just like completely. I'm like, well, like, I don't know how to explain it, but my thought would be kind of like, oh, well, wait, I don't, we're in a shop. Maybe we might be, saying, me in the shop, wait for you. I don't know exactly know what I'm going for exactly, but I would think it would be something like that. But now, especially when, for one, it was apparently a relative to freaking Silver and Amanda. I had to piece that part together. Are we literally alike? This dude's an actual alien? He's just some... I don't know. Have they met before, him and the agent? I don't know. And he just continues to play it off. Unknown history that we either probably haven't experienced in the game itself is what I'm pointing at. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. Air review. That's what's up. Robots asked it to give ultimate advice. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to read it. Oh, wow. Started out that quickly. But first... anything I should know? We've met everybody at this point. Looks like it. Girl always has her secrets. Top of the morning to you. Hungover but feeling awesome. Just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games store. Checking on the mobile games in the App Store. The amount of copycat games is just staggering. No delivery today was resumed. Some copycats, but at the same time, some of them be alright. I don't play them, but at the very least, they be looking alright. Some other ones not so much. I can definitely see that for damn sure. And they got, what was the Hero? What was that stupid game that they constantly have show up in YouTube ads for some reason? It has the screaming dude, very, like, his proportions are really fucking weird, big ass head, odd looking body, might start off with some unfortunate happening while also being a higher number than the actual enemy is, and then still gets thrown out, throwing the entire number from whatever it was to 0, sometimes actually being understandable as to why the person comes after you. When the lower number is low enough, they would show at the top. You're supposed to be going from like, oh, okay, so this person's a 1 and I'm a 1. And when you attack that person, the number that they had goes to me. Or if I go collect this thing, I get that number because I'm getting a power boost or some shit like that. As long as you're not trying to attack something with a higher number, you'll be fine. So, like, I don't know what to tell you, but those personally irritate me. I don't know if they're actually what made the way it is, but they don't catch my attention. They kind of just irritate me. Especially when I hear the ah! Like, seriously? Is that really supposed to catch somebody's attention? It does, but not in a good way, at least not in my eye. Alright, Officer, welcome. Hey, Gold. How are you doing? Officer? Oh, hey. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries, work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're about. I'm in a real bind. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm a little out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent referrals? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage. It's the last couple days. Oh, I see. And how did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrared caught a couple of blurry things. Ran off. They're in the corner and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats, cats, but neither fits what I heard on the scene. Footsteps, you know, laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles? Can rare beasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps anyway. Not really. I see. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories. In short, I'm stumped. You know, though, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Brown dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see. Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was to be referred to as such. Oh. Does that mean banshees were part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. That includes apparitions. Apparitions, yes. Apparitions like ghosts. Ghosts. I see. What do you mean, I see? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke? Does it sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. But come on, ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree. Hey now. Ah, right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? Do you know why the satyrs from France are more beautiful than the ones from America? Because they have French horns. Sorry, I couldn't help that. That's good. Be gentle. Got nothing. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Yeah. Don't get how you can be so calm with this. Well, why would I be? Wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are out of this world. Sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's been here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own, what? Peccadillo. Peccadillo. True that. If you don't mind telling me though, may I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. It's a long story. Not something I'm really ready to talk about anyway. Yeah, that's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh. Suggestion is a very powerful, but that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, thanks for sharing. No, it's funny. My grandpop was very into this stuff. So was my daughter. They're like my opposites. Very curious. Fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just with my time in the cop and all unknown variables are usually unknown variables usually mean trouble. You're black. You know this stuff. Do not explore shit that makes you chill. Gives you chills. No abandoned places. The moment I get chills just by looking at it, I ain't going over that. I see, that makes sense. They're the kinds of people who see things from nothing. I mean, that in the best way possible. Like, you know, the Zen rock garden thing from Japan, they understand Zenness from other. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she could work. No, sorry about that. Don't be. On that note, so you seen my lighter, right? I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. My bad. The thing is, it was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the new upcoming new era in more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from. At the time he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. First, it was a good location for him to with all the veterans support nearby. Now, about the secret. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked to be that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his people. So sometimes people go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about crazy things. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Hey, can you take a guess what it is? You mean Orange Street? It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But when I went through his fields and it checked out, does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. You know what? He bought the lighter there. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidences. Everything is lining up too perfectly fast. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. My car was hit out of everyone's. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right. Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fans, the black cat, tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone. No, you see, right. Then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me who's in charge of this of the case? Me. Then there's the Banshee lady, your patron with some information I wouldn't have thought of the dead tree stuff, the fairy market, and information I wouldn't have remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I kept losing my lighter. Right? How are they connected? Tell me. Well, if you list them all in order like that, I'm telling you, though, that place is calling for me. That place is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just really real bad at games and spooks. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know? But I've always thought you were pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff, because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Will they bring bad luck? Good luck? Maybe you should take a day off. Catch up on your sleep. Huh? What's that? Oh no. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary. Yeah? The focus was on some interesting drinks from around the world. You can find everything from mundane to extreme, from local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink that might interest you. No? It's something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, and lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Protection from what? Evil spirits, bad luck. It might help ease your mind a bit. Gotcha. The goal. Even if the whole situation is haunting, there shouldn't be any evil spirits, right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it extra magic boost to ease compared to just using a regular flame. I mean, what are you going to make me anyway? Nah, I trust you. Okay, we make this magical drink. Yes, I do. Oh, I didn't see that one. Seriously, dude! Are some of these just locked behind the story itself? Dude, I did coffee, honey, and lemon. If y'all saw it, you saw how I was doing it in the first place. I literally did coffee, milk, coffee, or something like that. Like, I was just doing it one by one. Fine, 3 things of coffee. Yeah, then we got that one. Remove the bottom one. Go to the next. 2 things of coffee, milk, honey, ginger, that shit. Hey, alright, got all that. Got nothing out of it, or got something out of it. Alright, we're gonna move the second one. We can't get rid of the first. We're gonna get rid of the second one. We're gonna do the next one. We're gonna do it from milk and honey, or milk and whatever. Alright, we ran out of milk options. We're gonna do ginger and whatever. And lemon and whatever. Honey and whatever. We've done that, and this did not come up. Some of the ones behind the story. No, thanks. Really appreciate it. I forgot to give this thing. Yes, I forgot. Oh, I definitely forgot. I have to do that like forgetful, aren't we? yeah, sure is. I had went through a whole game. Literally the entire thing. I should have. That's great. Got that right. Gordon Racing Chiato. Oh. Guess you're not going to continue. We'll just have that go. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't really get to finish. No. Okay. The fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. I'm doing model, stock trader, entrepreneur, venture. Coffee, honey, and lemon. Just a good thing I forgot the lighter. I gave him. It gave me the achievement. Coffee, honey, This time we'll remember. Catch that. Oh wow. The drink does this stuff, huh? Yep. See, special just for you. So don't tell anyone. Roger that. There you go. Dang. There's really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. But I take responsibility if anything happens. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff. Who even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better? Don't say that. Always happy to help you out however I can. Thanks. And at least with crooks, you can literally deal directly with them, you know. Not the case with apparitions. Who are you? Not with that attitude. Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Modern problems require modern solutions. Who is this guy? Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. Ooh, is that you? Hello, Williams. This supposed to be like a past partner or something? It's been a while. It is you. Surprises just keep coming this week. Hey, let me go over there. You know each other? More or less. You're, brunch buddies. Brunch buddies. I feel like I'm meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it when Oh wait, I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it out alive. Okay, now you're just leaving me with more questions. What are you talking about? We are truly the lucky ones. No doubt about it. I'll just take both of your words for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, Detective? Yes. Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to you need to bust a ghost? Oh. No, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to God about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out either way. For example, I admit I get a little spooked by what happened on Orange Street the other day. Ah, I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that that I would. Oh, that was sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, Detective? Your case is mad. I'd have probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it too much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else would do it? Nobody. That's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like me. I remember this one case where we investigated a haunted apartment, and I'm not sure if getting too close to the TV so we can hear it in the headphone, so we can having an echo. But yeah, sitting in a chair now, not a couch. This lady, her husband, had recently passed away, but wasn't moving on. Madrid, real deadbeat, couldn't take a hit. Anyway, we had to go and exercise the place. But the husband, he caught wind and he retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement all about what are you talking about? I mean, I get it. It used to be his home. All his stuff was still there. It's hard. I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Well, bam! Next minute, all this romantic music is playing. The whole place lit up by a spotlight. Basically, basic sensory illusions into basic classic ghost trick stuff. Then before I know it hit me, I'm sitting in a pottery wheel, and he's behind me. Isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghosts? Oh. Maybe? We had a movie night at work, and I dozed off the first through. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Everything. So we're just getting like the cops today, huh? You were the last one. Well, I'm guessing I'm waiting for story reasons on this part. Hey detective, hey people I don't know. Did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. I'm very curious. Is this only cop day today? Like, I don't have an issue with it, but I'm just curious. SPD, TLPD. all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though. You're literally holding a receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what I missed? We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey. Ghosts? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Dooley? Hey, no idea. Never met one. We stopped the ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. But you don't need to be scared of them. Easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help. What you said, they were just like us. Good thing you're minded up. Exactly, they used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, and violently murder you, you should be fine. Right, you're not helping the situation. Like, what in the hell did that come from? Where did that come from? Out of everything you could have said, that comes out? Where's the eat part come from? I can understand the possess and probably violently murder, but eat? Moving on! Very sure. Zero culture listens to their issues and spectrum. Treat them like any other person. That's what's on the see what's in the inside, which should be easy since you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe me. It's best not to overthink anything he says. Yeah, I definitely decided that not long after he said the first time. Anyway, I certainly do. Well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Billy, I think we should read that case briefing and find out. While we're here, I already did. So, turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving the taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Y'all not even from here! What? The driver was a chupacabra. Oh my god. Okay, let's get good luck, officer. Thanks. Lots. You too. Oh, we did find out that he's right? Bye, guy. Good luck with your rat problem or whatever. Bye, coffee with some blanket. Take care. Just get out. Oh my god. I don't know why, but for some reason, just about everything he said. Muscle Man just kind of felt like he had muscle brain. And you got the other dude who probably should not be out doing whatever. Why would you say that? Moving on. That was quite something. Well, what do you know? Looks like my good luck is back. I feel like $1 million now. Very glad you do. Thanks anyway. I really did nothing much. Are you going to be okay? Hey, okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a meeting, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Will do. We only had 3 people today, didn't we? I think it was the next day they had 5. Alright then. Maybe I'll go check the stock in. Nope, this one had 5. welcome. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Leonora Run. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great to hear you're here. So anything I can make for you this evening? I like something for my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea and some For some reason, why do I feel like I didn't do that right? Okay. Is there 2 different types of honey? I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking cough syrup. Oh, that's green tea. Okay. Midnight stream for you. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. Wonderful. Sweet. Well balanced with lemon and slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How was you? Been thinking about what you said? Well, it's cash actually. He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Mind doing me a favor? What do you need? Could you give him my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary, all because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. I'm gonna take a break, so yeah, after this day. It's entirely understandable. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please let me know. It is my the least I can do. As I realize there would be plenty of difficulty in Oh, I mean because often Georgie is human. As we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Was she talking about me? Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. I say you already helped them out in more ways than one. Why did that happen? Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to you. Okay, welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late, and I don't know where to express it without sounding pathetic. You know, I'm all ears. This actually may be part of the problem. I am afraid. No, I have held conversations with more individuals over the past week, and than I have in the past 2 years. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Sorry about that. I didn't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just I used to believe that I had settled a life objective, but I have been doubting it lately. I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some context who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I am trying to reach. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So, got a point. Why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Sounds similar, don't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. So, could give me a refresher, just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Great. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Oh, but it is not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% going to work. Because you'll have to do way more than just making a few calls and waiting for a call back. I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experience, both good and bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning, and then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her, but when I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right, I thought it was those all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than seeing reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence, although perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck. Actually posted about being on a social media last night. Oh, I might have seen it. Came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk. Really? He denied it at first. But it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought, entered Cary Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been some deep thinking he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there was currently operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of the fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me to ask if there were any other mode of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city be better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Shit. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he didn't like trouble. Wasn't it partying? No, nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team, and he needed extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Oh. See, I suppose it didn't go as smoothly. And I know that feeling all too well. However, he said he would keep negotiating until they reach a point. That's good. Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team and for his action. How can they be so positive? What do you mean? I just can't picture myself convincing others to give me a chance. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believe that, with the number of rejections I have received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would all have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be an art if it were standardized. However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual who judging with the moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all. That is exactly the way I was thinking in my head. What do you mean? Rather than reviewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to find yourself, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you. Or ask for guidance or assistance. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles. Or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first... Wow, that was warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. Really? Ah, yes. Sorry, I just got lost in my thoughts. You're fine. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Oh. I thought you were located in Malibu? I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly became began singing quite loudly near the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. How was the singing in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is, his hoodie was soaked by the ride, so he had to take it off before getting in the car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through the shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down to sleep. He covers as his fur got rather wet. He has fur? Oh, right, his legs probably. We don't see the legs. Hope he didn't get sick then. I should go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to do. Thank you for being patient with my concerns. No problem at all, anytime. Have a good evening. Come back soon. What happened to 5? Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? At least it's pretty. Researchers respond. Over alleged algae invasion. Dwarvia Tech. Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Although, my question is, why are we not over here? Alright, we're not even going to bother. First, we're looking at here. Yeah. Want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses? Check out here. Normal schedule. Very lucky to have people move with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. I messed up on somebody's story. That has to be why. So I thought it was a guarantee. Someone was supposed to be here, but I didn't get that. Coming to a close. Alright. Well, I'm going to take a break. Yeah. I forgot. Pay attention. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. I am going to take a break. I may or may not start this again later today. This is going to be the same day, but yeah, I feel like I should give my voice a break. And yeah, I guess that's it. Later.